So here's a long overdue video about my thought processes and the decision that brought me to purchasing a SmartWave 4200. Previously I've owned many boats, sailboats, power boats, and stored them in different places on the marina, on the trailer, in the trailer park, etc. And basic part of my thinking around this decision was where to keep the boat, where to store it. Normally boats are probably only used 10-20% of the time, so for 80% of the time it needs to be stored. We need to store it somewhere. So the choices available were the marina. You can store it in the marina, which is convenient because it's on the it's on a walk-on berth that's pretty secure, and it's very, very convenient for getting on and off the boat and starting your trip and ending your trip. Very comfortable. A lot of advantages to it. The disadvantages to that is that the boat's in the water 100% of the time and deteriorating through the salt water or the growth on the bottom of the boat. It's also out in the sun and the UV is having a go at it. The other major disadvantage, of course, is the cost. The marina fees are probably around about $8,000 or $9,000 a year. The next situation I looked at was putting the boat in the dry stack. It has quite a few positives about that, is that they lift the boat out of the water, they wash it, they put it away in the stack, and it's secure and protected. And when you're ready to go, they just put it out back in the water for you, and you jump on and off you go. The disadvantage of that, of course, is that the nearest dry stack to us is about 17 kilometers away by road and well up the river, so you've got maybe 30-40 minutes of boating up the river at slow speed before you can get into open water. The cost is around $5,000 to $6,000 a year. You don't need a trailer, which is an advantage. You can save some money when you purchase a boat, but if you purchase a boat with a trailer, you've got the added problem of where do you keep the trailer? You've got to keep the trailer somewhere. Next we looked at storing the boat on the trailer in the trailer park at the marina. Very convenient, very close to home, short trip from the marina trailer park to the boat ramp, secure, looked after. Disadvantages is the boat's out in the sun, and of course the cost to store there is around about $4,500 a year. The cheapest place to store a boat, an ideal solution, would be to store it at home, and as you can see here in the garage, where we can at least keep it out of the weather as well. The issue we have is whether you have enough space at home or not. So hence the decision to go for something small enough that we can keep at home and keep in the garage. The other consideration I had to take into account was we've only got one motor car, and it's a 1400cc 110 horsepower Kia and front wheel drive, and I wanted something that the car could tow. I didn't want to have to go and purchase another motor car as well as another boat. Did a heap of research and looked at second-hand boats with those criteria in mind, and started shopping around. I zeroed in on the SmartWave 4200 for the particular reasons I mentioned before. Looked at a few second-hand ones which were reasonably well priced, and missed out on one. It was a white one with a 50 horsepower Mercury on the back, and decided to buy it, but I was probably too late by about 3 or 4 hours. It was sold already. Decided to go for a brand new one. So what we have here is a brand new SmartWave 4200, bought from good folks at Silverdale Marine. I'm going to follow this video with another video which is a full walkthrough of the particular boat and how we've got it laid out. But basically, just to close off Silverdale Marine, the basic boat with the anchor, kit and rode, with the boarding ladder, with the electric switch connection here in the front, a 50 horsepower 2-stroke Tohatsu on the back, center console, ready to go. Basically, I think those the basics included. Got it for a shade over $20,000. Very happy with that. So I will do a full walkthrough video of the boat itself, but just to point out, the basic boat included the boarding ladder, the motor, included the seat, the chili bin seat, the 23-litre fuel tank, the electrical switchboard, and the anchor kit and rode, and all on a roadworthy new Regio trailer. The other issue to bear in mind was access to my garage. As you can see, fairly tight with the neighbour's car there, got our car here, and we've got other neighbours there, so access to get the boat in was an issue. More on that later. So there you have it, my thought processes in purchasing the boat. I have owned the boat now for nearly a year and very happy with it. I will go through a full walkthrough in the next video, give you an idea of the features of the boat, and also do some video, obviously some video out at sea, and also there's a few videos I've made of the bits and pieces that I've had to do, i.e. fitting the boarding ladder and fitting the T-top on the top and things like that, so there's a bit more content to come on that. Other than that, I'm going to publish this and we're going to go fishing tomorrow.